First off, what a beautiful facility. You know, we've seen it on TV a little bit. Obviously it's my first time to see it in person, and it's walking through the door. It's something special, and I know Oklahoma State's extremely proud of it. And recruiting just got harder. That's what I see. So we're extremely excited to be in a regional. It's nice that we got to take a bus instead of flying. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, Dave, my keen reporting instincts are telling me that if Connor's here, he's starting.
Well, we haven't announced that yet, but since Connor's here, we'll go ahead and start him. Yeah.
I know of late he hadn't pitched quite as well, quite as deep. He obviously was pitching really great. Do you think having some extra rest will help him? And, last year he was out for like 2 months. The year before, obviously, it was shortened season. Do you feel like maybe the innings caught up to him, and now that he's gotten a little bit of a rest, that'll help?
Well, this is what we see, and we use TrackMan and some other data. His stuff last weekend was really good. Breaking ball, velocity on his fastball, maybe he didn't locate it like he normally does, but his stuff it's not down. So we feel real good about Connor, and we think he's as strong as ever. I don't think he's been, it's not like we pitched him 8 innings every weekend. It's been 5, 6, 7, and even days that he didn't have his best stuff, or, teams fought him a little more than others to get this pitch count up. He's been handled pretty good. So I think, he's in great shape right now.
Connor, how are you feeling physically? And I know these last few starts haven't gone like you'd hoped, obviously, but you pitched pretty well overall. Just how are you feeling? What are your expectations going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm just excited. I think everybody here is very excited. We have an opportunity, and it doesn't matter how rested or how I feel. I'm going to go out there and give it, everything I have. I'm playing at Arkansas. I have a great opportunity, and I think Caden can speak for everyone and saying we're ready, and I'm just ready to step on the field.
Do you feel like you're not just due for a really good start, but maybe overdue, based on how you pitched earlier?
I hope so. I think I'm not a big guy that believes in luck. I think you put in your work, you prepare, and it'll come to you.
For Connor and Caden, how much has the downtime in the last week or so helped you kind of get refreshed and refocused?
Just like Connor said, I feel like we're ready, and we've had a little downtime, and it's been kind of nice, honestly. Getting our feet underneath us, and just working as a team, and there's only a few of us that got to travel this weekend, and I just feel like it's been a really good bond throughout the week, and I feel like we're ready.
I think the same thing. Anytime you get a little off time, you get to relax a little bit. It's a long season. You have a little time to relax, kick your feet up, whatever helps. So I think we're ready and have our feet back under us.
Maybe you're the best answer to this, Coach. Was there an emphasis on just getting away from the ballpark for a couple of days after you guys got back from Hoover? What was the schedule like?
Well, I felt that was just common sense to give him a break. We got back late on Friday, and they had an option, and it was a 100% option to an hour or two for lifting both days. Didn't have to be there. And I was up there both days, and I'd see a hitter or two come in. I saw a hitter hitting off the tee underneath it. Some guys stretching. There was a couple of guys that had to throw a bullpen on Sunday to stay on track. But mentally they knew they didn't have to be anywhere. And they'd go golfing, fishing, hang out, relax, just get ready for this week. And, I think it was a good thing.
Hey, Dave, road to Omaha's gone a million ways for you guys. What is a postseason mentality for you as you turn the page and try to get to the College World Series? Through here, you did it in 15, so it's doable. Well,
it's all about, the team really coming together as a team and fighting for each other and being healthy. Jokingly, I've made 2 comments in our 2 practices I told them we had one rule at practice: nobody get hurt. That was it. No one get hurt. And they kind of laughed about it because you got to be healthy. You got to have all your weapons, so to speak, if you're going to go into battle. And there's some quality teams here. We're going to have to be on top of our game if we're going to get out of here.
Certainly not the way y'all wanted to enter the postseason, but have y'all talked among each other and just kind of come together and sort of get ready to go, to this next step?
I think the big thing is we're here. I mean, there's a lot of teams that are sitting at home right now wishing they'd have an opportunity to be in this spot. So I think we're thankful, and we know we deserve to be here and know why we are here. So I think we're just excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. We're very lucky to be at this point. We've had a pretty good year overall, and we're just excited to keep going and win one game at a time.
Just for Dave, maybe the players could take it too. I mean, you guys, high expectations. I mean, you always have high expectations, but this year you were top 5 most of the year, and then the season didn't end, the regular season didn't like you wanted to, but do you feel like the team's been under a lot of pressure? Maybe the pressure's off just a little bit, and if so, is that helpful?
I don't feel like the team felt a lot of pressure. I just think that we played some teams that played better than us, and maybe we didn't play great, and it happens. But we didn't try to put pressure on. We never really talked about winning the West. We didn't talk about winning the overall. We just talked about, playing good that day. And, we had to finish on the road. Vandy came in and was hot. But, those days are over with. It's a new season. Nobody's got a batting average here in a regional or hasn't pitched. And it's all right there in front of us. So, our thing is it doesn't matter anymore what we did. You guys keep bringing it up. Who cares? That's the way I look at it. It's all about from here on in. Whoopee. That was then. It's now, man.
You guys, each of you played, maybe Connor and Caden take that too?
All right. I think it's the same thing. I mean, the regular season's the regular season. It's over with. We have a new opportunity here. Nobody cares about what happened. It happens. Baseball is baseball. Stuff goes bad, stuff goes good. So you get a fresh slate. You get to write your own story from here on out.
Yeah, I agree. They both said it really well, and just like, we're just focused on this next game. We got to win that one, and we're gonna do everything we can, give it all, and just focus on that one.
Past Connor, have you decided what your rotation looks like, or will that be based on who you match up with?
Yeah, we're just talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow we haven't even moved on from, if this happens, if that happens, we're going to sit right here and play at 12 and see what happens in the evening game, where we're at, and we'll go from there.
You talked about tinkering with the lineup a little bit. I don't expect to see the lineup till noon tomorrow, but did you do some more thoughts on that and just kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty much the same guys that are in there every day. We might move a guy around here or there, and that's really about it. There's some guys that have a little more experience at this level, and I'm gonna move them to some spots that hopefully they can do some damage.
Peyton and Connor, now that you guys have had the chance to kind of scout Grand Canyon a little bit, what have you seen out of them, both from a pitching perspective and then also as a hitter?
We haven't done much about that yet. We know they're a really good team. They've had a really good year, and it's just going to be a dogfight from the beginning and throughout the whole game. We're just excited. We kind of know their kind of game a little bit, and it's a little bit different than ours, but we're just excited to be out there and compete with them.
I think he covered it, but we'll figure out more later today once we do our scouting reports and all that. But they're a tough team. They're here, and we're just excited to play them.
Hey, Caden, what do you expect from Connor? I hope that's not too awkward with him sitting next to you, but what have you thought about his season? What are you expecting from him? And then also, Marcus Brown was saying you guys are like best buddies. Just wondering just what you think of him and seeing him over here and stuff.
Yeah, so on Connor, I expect the same thing that I've expected all year. He's going to give us his all. Even if he doesn't have his stuff, it's going to be a really competitive game. And, we haven't really, as an offense, helped him much this year. And, that's our goal tomorrow is to help him. And, I think personally he's done really great all year. And, he's given everything that we could want as an offense on the mound every Friday. And on Marcus, so we grew up playing together. He's from Springdale. And he's been a really good competitor, and he works one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. And he's just a really good dude. And we've played together for about 6 or 7 years.
You like on travel ball and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Cool. And then maybe for both players, do you guys feel, I don't know, is there extra motivation with the way the season ended? And, Arkansas has this history, with Dave of not doing great. Like the last time Arkansas went 0-2 in Hoover, you went to the World Series. The last time, in 09, lost the last 8 SEC regular season games, went to the World Series. Last time we were still our number 2 seed, went to the World Series. But do you guys have a little extra motivation because of the way things went and out in the state of Alabama?
I don't think there's extra motivation. I think we've had the same motivation all year to, get to this point and have the opportunity to play here and be in a regional. So I don't think the end result of the season really pushed us any further anymore. It just kind of kept us on track, and we've kept our heads down and put in the work.
Yeah, I agree. We just knew we had to get here. We're here now. The tournament's starting, and all the work we've put in throughout the season and off season comes into play now. And we're just focused on the first game and take care of itself.
I know you guys would probably rather be at home. Well, there's probably no probably about it, but Robert Moore, he was on his radio spot the other day, and he said, all the players have done a lot. Won SEC championships, won tournament championships, all that stuff, but has never played in a regional on the road, and that's kind of exciting. Even though you'd rather be at home, is it kind of exciting to come to a different place for a regional?
It's something I've never done in my career here, so it's new for me, but it's definitely different. I mean, you kind of get to be the bad guy, I think. You come into a different facility, a different environment, and, play some games. So it's exciting, and it's a new opportunity for us.
Yeah, I agree. It's exciting coming here and play at this beautiful place, and it's a really nice town and really good facility. So, it's definitely something we've never done, and it's pretty exciting and from my standpoint.
Connor, Coach, maybe you guys can both chime in on this, but last week we heard from Michael Turner said that this week your fastball location was going to be a point of emphasis. How are you feeling about that?
Feeling good. Got a lot of good work in my bullpen this week. Kind of the same structure as always, but I felt really good about it. I'm feeling fresh and ready to go.
Elephant in the room, Michael obviously had some things said about him that have been out there in the news. Have y'all seen how he's reacting? Have y'all rallied around him?
I think the whole team is we're with each other. I mean, this is our team, and we're here to support each other and do all we can to figure everything out. So I think, Michael's one of the best catchers in the country from my perspective, and I'm just glad he's on our team.
I agree. I thought it was really good that he came here, and he's been a really good player for us, and we know he's going to continue to have success, and he's just a really good guy overall, so we have his back no matter what.
Last couple questions.
Coach, Justin Seeley's here at this regional. I wonder just what your thoughts are on his career progression and everything that he's accomplished so far.
Yeah, Justin played for me at Nebraska. Came out of a junior college in Texas. We recruited him to swing the bat a little bit. He was left, played first, DH for us. A couple teams that went to Omaha, and, he stayed and worked I think at Nebraska a little bit, and, he ended up, coaching at A&M for many years. And when Coach Childress contract wasn't picked up at the end of last year, he applied for the job here and did a great job getting it, and he's done an outstanding job. He's a worker, tireless recruiter, and loves to work with hitters. So I'm happy for him and his family.
Hey, Dave, as far as, I don't know if you get a feel for it in practice, I was talking to Dave Jordan, I can't remember, it was earlier this week. He's going to come over here a lot scout. He said he thinks it's a hitter-friendly park. What have you seen from him, Connor? I don't know. Do you think it might be a hitter-friendly park? Or?
I mean, we haven't played here yet. Wind was blowing kind of out of the north somewhere today. I don't know what. I mean, if you hit it, it'll go. I would imagine like any park in the Midwest when the wind that's set up like this, by the south, southwest, southeast, and you get an Oklahoma day with the wind's blowing 20, the ball's going to fly. But the way I look at it, it's the same for every team, and it looks like just a fun place to play.
Yeah, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think it's the same thing. It might be. I hope it is for our hitters, and they put the ball in the air and it goes over. But the wind was blowing in today, so we really couldn't tell much.
And Dave, I guess I don't think they've announced the starter at Grand Canyon.
They throw their freshman.
Yeah, you think so? Because Howell's been their #1 guy apparently all year, but you think they'll throw?
Well, freshman was, I think he was player of the year, pitcher of the year in their league. Got like 107, 109 strikeouts in 80 innings. So I think he's 8-4, 14 starts, something like that, or a few out of the pen, maybe early. But either way, they have two great options, maybe three. I don't know. We're just going to be ready for whoever they throw out there, and it's like it's all about our team here, so we're just going to try to play well while we're here.
Assuming it's Avita, hopefully I'm not butchering his name, what have you seen from him?
Just a lanky kid with a whippy arm, three-quarter slot, movement, runs away from lefties into righties. You know, I mean, the scouting report talks about velo and all that, but, yeah, about all I got for you right now.
Anything else? Well, while we've got the group here, is there anything else that we missed that's important to you guys that you would want to at least have?
I'm good.